What is going on YouTube? Lone PC Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you a character update video. This is my level 60 Witch Doctor that I made a week ago. I've been playing it off and on here and there, and got him to level 60, and I wanted to make a character from scratch and not use any legacy gear from vanilla Diablo 3 prior to patch 2.0 and use everything that I've been finding off the ground. And I'm only Paragon level 53, but that's not what we're going to be looking at here today. I will show you what I put points into, however, and whether or not that's what I chose as a wise decision or not is up to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're wearing, what we found just from killing things in Loot 2.0 and up. We're now sitting at 2.0.2 right now. So let's go ahead and look at our weapon here. We got ourselves a Sever. Decent DPS for a one-hander. I got an empty socket in there right now. I haven't socketed it with anything yet. It adds that percent damage and 491 vitality, 10% extra damage to demons, and slain enemies rest in pieces. Now that's definitely an item to be upgraded. So is everything here. Like right now, you can see my damage is only 56k, rounded up to 57k. My boots, I got some patrol stand. Gives me my main stat. Got my int, my vit, armor, and regen life. My life on hit, we'll look at this in a little bit too. My life per hit is 685 right now, which isn't that bad. I can stay alive easily when I'm surrounded by tons of monsters. I have no problem there. I'm not using a mojo or anything like that a Witch Doctor normally carries right now. I just got int, vit, and more regenerate life. I get plus 64 experience, which is really no big deal for a secondary stat on that. So this is definitely upgradable, but this is what I've been finding so far, guys, from about a week's worth of play. My first ring, Bokatho's Wedding Band, 207 int, 7% life, crit damage increased by 40%, 257 life per hit, which is amazing. Plus I get that bonus arcane resistance, and I drain life from enemies around me. My other ring here is Leoric Signet. Got my int, got percent life, plus armor, crit chance increased by 5.5%, increased experience, and almost 6k from health gloves. Now my pants, I got my int, my vit, Plague of Toads. I don't use Plague of Toads at all. My secondary is physical resistance and 908 life after each kill. It's socketed with two 34 int gems. Belt, we got my vit again. Vit again. Regenerates 121 life per second. Increases fire bombs. I don't use those. I did in my previous build, but I don't right now. I'll show you what I'm using here in a second, and it's pretty effective. More life after a kill there. Got my 211 intelligence, 212 vit, 65 all res, 230 per hit. Chest socketed with 38 vitality. Amethyst gem. I got my 257 int, 81 all res, 282 armor. Transfer enemies to drop gold when you hit them, which is really not a big deal. I got my 317 int gloves, 311 vit, regenerates 323 life per second. Critical hit chance increased by 8.5%, and 67 physical resistance. My amulet, 325 int, 312 vitality, attack speed increased by 3, regenerates life. So I get a lot of regenerate life and life gained per hit here. I gain 1100 life after each kill with the amulet there. Shoulders, 214 int, 211 vitality, more regenerate life. Increased locust swarm. I do not use that. That is not a skill I use. So all these like bonus skills in here I don't end up even taking advantage of. But I get another 62 poison resistance, and increased gold and health pickup isn't really that big of a deal. I love this helmet. I found this yesterday. I'll show you what this does in a little bit. It's pretty cool. A chance to summon horrific mimics when attacking. I got 467 int, 279 armor, and my cooldowns while my skills are reduced by 5%. I kind of want to show you what this helmet does. That chance to summon horrific mimics here. Let me go ahead and find something to show you with. Why don't we just go to Fields of Misery. I can show you on this here. I'm just going to attack them. Alright, there's a few things up here we can go show you. Yeah, nice, we got some nests. So, watch what happens to my guy here. See that? I turn into this skeleton dude, and all my mimics here have all the same skills I do. And they'll attack with me. Now, whether or not they're damage, is all that great. It's questionable. I don't think it's as good as mine, but it definitely helps out. And this happens almost every single damn time I attack something. So that's pretty cool. See, happened again. I just think it's awesome. Like, some people are like, what the fuck is that? What skill are you using? It's not a skill, man. It's just the helmet I found. So yeah, that's what that helmet does. So we're gonna go back to town here. I'm gonna show you what skills I'm using and why. Back to New Tristram. Okay. Skills. First, let's go ahead and take a look at some details of my character here. As far as offense goes, 3,500 increased damage by intelligence. Crit hit damage percent 90. Crit hit chance 19%. These definitely can be improved on. My armor right now is 4,368. Block amount, I block between 15 and 4,700. My all res is sitting high 500s, about 600 you could say rounded because of the physical resistance here and the arcane holy resistance there. 4% melee damage reduction. Total life right now I'm sitting at 115,000 life, which is insane compared to my demon hunter build, which is only around 50. Life per second 2,300. Life per hit, like I said, it was 685. Life per kill is 2,700. Life steal, I have 0% on that right now, which is something I really need. I shouldn't say I really need it because I do got the life per hit, and I tend to stay alive in thick mobs, so I think I'm good, even with a four-man group. So resources here. My max mana right now is only 825. I'd like that to be higher. 58.25 per second regeneration. Mana cost reduction 10%. Movement speed is 6.5%. That's something I need to get up. That entire 6.5% was because of my Paragon points I spent. Gold fine, which is no big deal. Bonus experience 237%. You can see my damage here is roughly 57k, which needs to be higher. I just haven't found enough upgrades yet to get past that 100k mark yet. Toughness is pretty good. 883,596 healing against 3793. That's that. Let's take a look at what I spent all my Paragon points on. I only had like 12 to spend because at the time I was only like 40 or something like that. But I put everything into movement speed here. The quicker I can get through mobs, the quicker, like if I'm farming or something, it's just beneficial to have all that in there. I got a few unspent points here, but that's okay. As far as offense go, everything got put into attack speed here. I felt was more important than anything else. Maybe crit hit chance would have been something, or damage. But per point here, I gained 2.6% attack speed as compared to 0.1 crit chance and 1 crit hit damage. And I feel I can get a lot of that from my items I find. Defense here, res all was what I put everything into. I felt that was more important than the life gen that I seem to be finding a lot of, and the armor, which I seem to be finding a lot of, and the life percent. My life is already high up there, so there's really no point, I felt. As far as utility goes, everything went into life on hit. Just staying alive is super important, more so than anything else here. Gold find is just useless in my opinion, especially since the auction house is closing. Resource cost reduction, I got a little bit of that, so I didn't feel like that was a big thing at all. The other one I was looking at was area damage. Now, I haven't really experimented with that too much, but that might have been something I need to put points into, or should have put points into. Well, anyway, that's what I did with my Paragon points, what little I had. These are my skills. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our passives first. First we got Blood Ritual, which 10% of my mana costs are paid with life. I have a crap load of life, so 10% of my cost of my spells is going to be taken away from my life rather than mana, which is really important, I feel. I'm using Rush of Essence, which returns 100 mana over 10 seconds, and spirits when I use spirit spells, and these are the spirit spells listed there. I do use Spirit Barrage a lot. I don't use I don't use Horrify, I don't use Mass Confusion, don't use anything else but the Spirit Barrage there. I was using Spirit Walk for a bit, but I felt it was kind of a waste of spell, just to move faster here and there and get out of certain areas. But like I said, I don't tend to die easily, so that Spirit Walk really wasn't important. And then I'm using Spiritual Attunement right now. Maximum mana is increased by 10%, regenerate 1% of your maximum mana per second. My mana is low, like I said, it's only 825, so the more mana I can have and the faster it regenerates I felt was pretty important. So like I said, I got Spirit Barrage right here, and what it does with this rune on it, I'm using, what am I using? The Spirit is Willing. I bombard an enemy with 4 bolts, deal total 425% weapon damage. Is cold damage. I gain 12 mana each time it hits. Fire Bats. I call forth a swarm of fire bats from enemies for 425% weapon damage as fire. So I got cold, I got fire. The vampire bat rune, I don't have to pay channeling cost. So I pay the cost once, and I can just hold it down and spam the hell out of my vampire bats, which is great. The Spirit of Willing, what this does is gain mana each time it hits. I told you what vampire bats does. I summon my zombie dogs for my defensive skill, Leeching Beasts. I basically, they heal me when I'm in fight. They heal me 100% of your total life on hit with every attack, which is great. And they deal 12% of my weapon damage as physical per hit. For Terra, I use Soul Harvest. Swallow your soul. I gain mana and maximum mana for each enemy harvested. I feed on the life force of enemies and increases my int for 30 seconds. I think this can be stacked 5 times, right? Feed on life force up to 5 enemies and 16 yards. Gain 2% intelligence for affected enemy. This lasts 30 seconds. I believe you can stack that. But the main reason why I use Soul Harvest here, along with Big Bad Voodoo, which I'll show you in a second, is because of this pylon zombie charger. It basically summons a wall of zombies that fall over onto enemies, dealing 800% weapon damage. Well, that's very important here. And as far as voodoo goes, I use Big Bad Voodoo with Rain Dance. The Rain Dance restores mana. And I conjure a fetish that begins a ritual dance and increases the attack speed and movement speed of all nearby allies for 20% for 20 seconds. And it restores 250 mana per second. And I only have 825, so that's quite a bit. I want to show you this in action here. So let's just go to the Weeping Hollow, I guess is what we could do. So we'll summon our zombie dogs here and make your way over here. So if you guys were watching my streams before, you kind of saw what I was using. I had the Acid Cloud, I had Fire Bats. I did not use Spirit Barrage at all. It was completely different. I had a Gargantuan instead of the Pylon. So let's get ourselves a decent group here. This is Expert, this is not Torment right now. So let's go ahead. 800% weapon damage. I can just spam this all day as long as I'm in this Big Bad Voodoo right here. My mana does not move. If it moves, it comes directly back. And then I use this here to gain in. Feeds on the life forces of my enemies. That Pylon zombie charge does cost quite a bit of mana, and I wish I had mana per hit or something to give me better mana regeneration, because I could spam that more. Look at my skeletons coming out to help me here. So what I typically do when I don't want to waste all that mana on the zombies, the Pylon there, I'll just use my Fire Bats. As you can see, it still does a decent amount of damage, and only have to pay mana once to cast it, and then the rest is just all free fire damage right now. And I just take things out. It's really going to be a sad day when I have to upgrade my helmet and get rid of my mimics here. Sad day indeed. See, look at them. There they go, throwing their zombie walls out there. Oh, what the hell is this guy? Now, the only problem with that Pylon zombie charger is that it doesn't move around. It is in a straight line. Like you can't change the direction in which it falls in. So it's pretty good for elites. I really only use it for elites, simply because they're typically surrounding you and you can just drop them in all directions and call it good. This guy's about to die. Wouldn't it be nice if I drop a legendary for this video? Nope. 1 yellow. Let me get even. Nothing spectacular. This was another weapon, a one-hander that I found. I was using this before I was using this. This does give me better toughness and healing. But the damage was calling out to me, and I still have an empty socket to use. So I don't know. This does reduce the cooldown of all my skills. I'm gonna have to look at that some more. But anyway, this has been a video kind of showing you guys what I've done with my Witch Doctor over the past week. This is basically what I've been doing almost every day for a couple hours. Normally I would come home and I'd play a variety of different games, trying to get a few different uploads going, but I just been stuck on Diablo, getting ready for Reaper of Souls to come out, and I just can't wait for that. So I've been tweaking things here, kind of messing around with different skills and stuff, trying to figure out what works best. So that's what I've been up to. Again, keep a lookout for some more Thief walkthroughs. I gotta finish that game soon, and then once Reaper Souls hits, man, that's what it's gonna be. Titanfall comes out tomorrow. There's gonna be Titanfall videos. It's gonna be great. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't, and if you have a Witch Doctor or any other character from Diablo 3 and you want to show your build, please put it in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.